Yes, and welcome all you wonderful weed heads to another and brand new edition of Weed on Wrestling. I am, of course, Weed, aka Alan, your host that tries to stay stoned the most here at Weed on Wrestling. I get very, very big to talk about the finer things of everything WWE Universe. We got a special one today, folks. Fresh off NXT Takeover Orlando. Holy shit, what a show. Oh man, they set the fucking bar high. And I know about the Hardy Boys and, the Young Guns match. I already know about that one and I've watched it. And yeah, they set the bar pretty high on that one too. But I'm not talking about Ring of Honor here. I'm not Nigel McGinnifuck. We're going to talk WWE NXT Takeover Orlando. And so before the show even starts off, we get a little hint that No Way Jose already injured, I guess. So anyway, Sanity attacked No Way Jose earlier in the day at the Axis, I guess. I don't know. And now Roderick Strong, Ty Dillinger, and this new Ruby chick, they all had the option of either making it a handicap match, 3 versus 4, or finding a new partner. So that was kind of the thing going into TakeOver that we didn't know what was going to happen. The actual show, though, it started off with Triple H stealing more of the spotlight like he normally does. Stealing the spotlight from people who actually need a break and who actually need screen time. But, oh no, as New Day likes to say, oh no, Hunter finds his microphone time first. Fuck the other ones, let's just keep burying them. Yeah, other than that and the horseshit steal the spotlight segment, it was a pretty good little hype video package to get me pumped for the show that I had sat down to watch. That was until the commentators started blabbing on and on and on. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Tom Phillips isn't that bad. He's not a horrible commentator. But the quality of Tom Phillips depends on the quality of the announcing crew that he works with. If you take like a good old JR or even like a Corey Graves, it doesn't matter how good his counterpart is. They're going to carry their weight. Phillips doesn't have this. Phillips needs the excellence of somebody else in order for him to shine. He doesn't shine in NXT. He doesn't shine in NXT because those other two, they ain't even worth fucking mentioning. It was horrid. One dude didn't talk till about halfway through the show, and the other one wouldn't shut up for about 3/4 of the show. But anyway, I'm going to get into that a little bit later because the first match of the night was the 8-man tag match. Holy fuck. Between Sanity and Ty Dillinger, Roderick Strong, Ruby Riott. No Way Jose was supposed to be in it. But, like I said earlier, No Way Jose, he's out. Cassius Ohno is in. He's their special guest, I guess you'd call it. I don't know what you'd say, but he's their last-minute addition to the match, and it was a pretty good little addition. Even the odds, and that was good. And plus, and in additional plus, and added bonus, if you will, Cassius Ohno's newish ring attire, I guess you could say. Newish. Gone is the Space Jam top, but yet here to stay are those oh-so-short John Stockton, Karl Malone, Hornacek type shorts. Just way too fucking short. The match was good. It was fast-paced, good storytelling, and just all-around fucking entertaining. It was a great way to start the night, and momentum just kept building. A little side tangent here, my s'more moment. S'more moment of the night is Ruby Riott. This girl has something. Don't know what it is yet, but she's got that something. There's something there that is fucking intriguing. So yeah, give me some more of her. I want more backstory, give me more development. Basically, just give me some more. It's more her, and I'd like that. I like when new faces get a chance for developmental. And that's what NXT's there for. It's for the developmental phase of their journey that is a career. And so if they keep on the trajectory that she shows, and she shows a lot of promise, maybe the NXT women's division doesn't look so weak without Ember Moon and without Asuka. Because Asuka's just on a whole nother level. But yeah, everyone looked good in the actual match. And each of them had their own little, shining moment. Their moment in the sun, their moment in the spotlight. So yeah, fuck yeah, I like that. Sanity won. Factions are, like I said in a previous podcast, factions are just always better than a bunch of random people that get thrown together at the last minute. There's a reason that they're a clique. There's a reason that they're a faction. It's because they get along and they know each other that well. So when you're writing a storyline of a faction versus a bunch of randoms, it's good storytelling when the faction actually comes through. And yeah, it made the match even that much better. And Jesus, titties, was that a great match. Whew. More crowds around the WWE universe could learn a lot from the NXT crowds. Most of the normal house shows are good. They're not what I'd call great crowds, but they're good, they're hyped. But these, the takeover crowds, holy shit, kind of reminiscent, a little bit more subtle of an approach of the old ECW days. They can get hyped, and I like that. Not quite the pops and the reaction of the ECW crowd, but still good nonetheless. Because, holy shit, they were in this show tonight. They were really into it. And not the annoying type of into it, the what chants and shit like that. They were the good chants. The good little chant-alongs, some great pops, good reaction for the right reasons. Better than most of the house shows on NXT, yes. 10 times, hands down, better than most of the Raw and SmackDown live shows as of late. Because those have been struggling crowd reaction-wise. But yeah, it added a nice little extra element to the overall show, and I dig that. It kind of gave the whole show a lot bigger of a feeling, making it feel worthy of WrestleMania week. And yeah, it was just so much better than that clusterfuck that they mailed in on Wednesday. You hear me shuffling new notebook, so yeah, moving on. Second match of the night was Andrade Cien Almas versus Aleister Black. Aleister Black in his debut match at NXT. He had debuted before for WWE. They don't like to talk about it, losing to Neville in the European Championship. But yeah, there was a ton of hype leading into this match for him. And I wasn't sure if he would be able to live up to all of the hype that came along with him. But yeah, it was good. We've seen how good Aleister Black really has the potential to be. He has a cool intro, but then again, I like when people rise up, not really moving from a box, and the room is dark, kind of reminiscent of someone else, maybe like a Undertaker ripoff. You mix that with all of his tattoos and shit, he could really be a hybrid of, like, say, the Undertaker and a Baron Corbin mixture. But holy shit, did homie live up to the hype. He's big and he flips. He's choreographed, but he's not dull and boring. That little flip he did off the bottom rope and then setting down, the dive off the top rope, it was good. I like his in-ring abilities. His selling, yeah, it could use a little bit of work, but that's what NXT's there for. It's there for the developmental process. And he's got some rust, if you will, to knock off. He's not boring, and he's big. The deal breaker for me, though, is I need to hear him speak more. I need to know what goes along with that. What kind of image am I looking at here? Am I looking for more hype, or am I looking him to run down the crowd? Am I looking for a face? Am I looking for a heel? Which way are we going here? Are we going with the tweener? Either way, his fucking in-ring ability is legit. Now, don't get me wrong. Almost carried his weight. He almost made him look Aleister Black. Let's try this sentence again. Almost made Aleister Black look better. Because Almost looked good too. He was able to get in his spots. He held his own. He carried the match for a little bit. He had his entertaining moments. But, like he's known to do, Cien this is. Like Cien's known to do. It was kind of slow and clunky when he was the one that took over the actual match. But it was good. It was a good enough one for the most part. For its spot in the lineup and its spot on the roster, it was good. It was kind of a letdown from the momentum of the first match, but it was well enough. It was a good filler match. Keeping momentum going, give the crowd a little bit of a break so you can bring them back in on the next. It was good. Aleister Black wins in his debut match. Kind of seen that one coming. Anytime they build up somebody that debuts that's really big, they're basically going to win. They give him a jobber. But this time he wasn't a jobber. He was a legit wrestler in Sin. So we'll see where it goes. Now, for the part of the show that just makes my blood boil. I like talking. I like people that can talk. Wordplay. Sentence structure. Things like that. I enjoy when people alliteratively paint me a picture with their verbiage. That is something that I enjoy. What I don't enjoy and what gets me the most upset is shitty commentary whenever you're being paid a lot of money. So my botch of the night has to go to that fucktard Nigel McGuinness. His fucking commentary the whole show was just atrocious. The whole show was let down every time he opened his mouth, but nothing worse than what followed right after the Aleister Black versus Cien match. Mr. Dipshit Magoo, who gives a fuck? Mr. Dipshit Nigel was just calls the WWE Ring of Honor. Holy shit. He called them Ring of Honor. The idiot called the company that signs his paychecks by the competition's name. Holy titty fuck. And you could notice, like, he knew that he fucked up. They were either talking in his ears or he was way lost inside of his own fucking mind because something happened. As soon as he knew he fucked up, he couldn't even form a fucking sentence afterwards. Plus, when we come back from break, dumbass is nowhere to be heard from. For at least like a good 5 to 7 minutes, I'd say he got a tongue lashing over those fucking headsets. He deserved it. Holy shit. I can't believe you would call a Ring of Honor. You may have announced there before, but Jesus Christ, you can't bring it in. Man. That was just horrid. The motherfucker is horrible. Listen, I'm used to Byron Saxton and how shitty he is. And fuck you, Nigel, for making me miss Saxton for good, decent commentary. Holy shit. Botch much, motherfucker? Like I said, though, the whole night was just complete shit with him. This part was just the worst. The worst part was he's a human waste of roster space. And it's fucking Nigel. Why do we even have him there? You know, granted, plus the ring announcer, yeah, he fucked up the intro to the Authors of Pain, calling him the NXT Championship instead of the NXT Tag Team Championship, whatever. That happens. But at least he had the decency and the wherewithal to correct it and then continue on. That still wasn't as bad as the fuckery that was dumbass Nigel. Fucking Nigel. My God. Well, anyway, the new NXT belts look kind of cool. I don't really dig the whole X through the center of it, but whatever. I like the old ones, though. That's just me personally. I don't know. Nor do I fucking care. How about this? How about if you're going to change up the way that the belt looks, for all I care, just go back to the fucking superstars designing them themselves. Because you don't really get cooler than the John Cena spin wasn't cool, but the Rated R Superstar Edge's belt, that was fucking cool, and he designed it. So, yeah, go back to that shit if you're going to redesign them all the time. Shifting gears, third match, triple threat, tag team elimination match. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This was one of those matches that you'll remember. If you watched it, you know what I'm talking about. Holy shit. Revival versus Team DIY, which is Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Wrestling, whatever. You know what I mean, versus the Authors of Pain, all those people in there. God damn. It was something else. The way that it started, Team DIY and the Revival working together to take out the Authors of Pain, it was good storytelling. And then you had the additions of the table kind of hinting at those. The match turned into holy shit moment after holy shit moment very fucking fast. And the crowd just added elements to it. As you kind of figured going on into the match, the allegiance wouldn't last that long. And they kept fighting. But storytelling-wise, it was fucking brilliant. It helped for later in the show when DIY would go for the tags, Revival would back up. Revival would go for the tags, Team DIY would back up. And then they would work together. Holy shit. It just made everything. Added element after added element on top of each other. Spot after pop. Just spots and pops galore. Johnny Wrestling can carry a fucking match. Or he sells like a seasoned veteran. Like it's no big deal to just get the fuck beat out of yourself. Gargano's good. I don't know if he can move on to that next level. He stands a better chance than like Tommaso Ciampa. Because if you're going to choose one of the team of the DIY, I've got to go with Johnny Wrestling, Gargano. However, if you keep them together as a team, they stand a good chance. Put them on 205 Live together, either one of them could be a main eventer tomorrow. Or whenever 205 Live is, next fucking Tuesday or whatever. But it was good. Authors of Pain, they truly are a brute force. Their selling skills suck. But their presence is all you need. Their selling sucks. Like there's hardly anybody that there's a no-sell like them. Maybe Goldberg. But, oh man, they're fucking huge and you just can't beat that. Vince loves big sweaty men and they're fucking big. That table spot, though, holy sweet vodka and cranberry juice, was that a fucking move. 1 couldn't get him down, 2 couldn't get him down, so Revival runs over and helps with them. Oh my god. I enjoyed the Revival's game plan, the hide and rest until the time's needed. And then that submission spot where you had 2-on-1 basically, oh man. Holy hell, was this a great match. A double submission on the same person. Fuck. The Team DIY and the Revival working together again like that, but then still fighting throughout the whole time, and it was good. Jesus. No selling motherfuckers, Authors of Pain, eliminate Team DIY, and holy shit, did that crowd let the brass, the upper people know what we thought of that. It was a bunch of crap. There was chance of bullshit. There was chance of DIY. There was chance of delete, delete, delete. And oh man, the boos. The fucking air went out of the room when DIY was eliminated. The Revival looked good once that happened. They held their own, but there was no coming back with that from the crowd. They were just pissed. And Authors of Pain are just too fucking dominant. They're too big. Authors of Pain win, and the WWE Universe as a whole, collectively, we salute you with our 2 fucking fingers. As Stone Cold would say hi. Because that's a bunch of crap. Still, holy fuck, what a match. God damn, what a match. What is to be expected with Team DIY and the Revival, though? Authors of Pain kind of let us down, but you can't teach big. 4th match, Women's Championship. When the letdown started. It was a good match. I don't know. It was between Asuka and Ember Moon. The more I think about it, the more I'm upset about it. I have here that it was a good match between two top-tier talents. Both deserved the limelight. Both deserved their chance with the title. Yet only one could stay undefeated after this. And It was decent. It had some flippy shit here and there. It had some aerial assaults, submission moves here and there, false finishes, and pretty good poetry in motion in-ring style. I liked it. It held its own. But again, as the more I look back on it, the more I'm just like, I don't know. Because Asuka retained in kind of a cheap way. She kind of pulled the ref onto the rope and made Ember Moon fall. I get it. By any means necessary, right? It's by any means necessary you keep that belt. And that I can't fault her for that. But, come on. You could have written something better than that. If nothing else, it adds to extra storyline, I guess, as to why she gets stripped, I guess, of the title so you can move her up to main roster, maybe. I don't know. I don't really care, though. I just like Asuka. So as long as I get to see Asuka, I'm alright with it. Again, I'm still left going, I don't really know how I feel about this. Speaking of not knowing how I feel about this, there was another WCPW alumni that was introduced on NXT. I guess Drew McIntyre, random Drew McIntyre sighting, and he's signed now to NXT. That's another little headliner that we're going to be having, so maybe the future looks a little brighter than I'm giving it. My what about me? What about Raven? Missing superstar of the night. This is a hard one. Because I don't know where to go with it. I mean, the card's been known for a while now, right? The majority of the people showed up. Basically, all of them showed up. No Way Jose was the only person listed that wasn't there, but he was either injured or he partied too hard the night before or something, so he had a reason to be gone. I get that. And only because I missed the talented bastard so damn much, Corey Graves. That's my fucking... That's it. Corey Graves. I do realize that he doesn't do NXT anymore, but every time that we are forced to sit through yet another video package of what happened when he was still there, when Graves was still on the mic, and it's in a video package, I get hyped, I get amped, I get taken back to when announcing was at least entertaining. And then I hear the suckfest that is today's commentators, and I just drop my head and load another bull because it sucks so much now. That's my missing superstar. That's my what about me, what about Raven missing superstar of the night. Is good fucking commentary. I miss talent behind the mic. Main event time. Let's get to it. It was kind of a lackluster entrance for Nakamura compared to the gloriousness that was Bobby Roode's intro. Sweet chin music, those fucking, it was fucking amazing. Dueling pianos, the chorus with the choir, fuck yeah. That's main event material right there, that intro. So, championship for the NXT. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Bobby Roode. No hype, kinda let down. It felt more like a warm-up / send-off match for Shinsuke Nakamura. The crowd tried. They were into it the whole night. This match kind of was peaks and valleys of it. I guess in Mojo's vocabulary, they didn't get hype. They stayed hype, but hit a lot of rest stops along the way. The actual match was okay, I guess. I mean, for what it is, two great entertainers, masters of their craft, world-traveled athletes in the ring, trying to one-up each other on the biggest stage of them all. For what that was, it was good. Premier sports entertainers doing what they do best, you couldn't ask for more. Well, you could. In other words, yeah, it was decent. It sufficed in storytelling, I guess, but I just wanted more. The entire time I was just sitting there thinking, I want more. I want something else. The match just seemed to be missing an element. I don't get it. It should have been better. It should have been billed bigger. The feud should have been drug on a little longer. More hype, I guess. I don't know. There was a few good spots here and there. The crowd really tried to stay in it, and they kind of fell flat. I didn't really get it. The whole match fell flat. Maybe it's because I think they're wasting Nakamura's talent still down in NXT. Maybe it's because Bobby Roode and Nakamura don't work well together. But going into the match, it almost felt like neither of them wanted to be there. Like, Nakamura doesn't even need to be in the match, so why should I even care to begin with? Maybe it's that kind of thing. Maybe it just wasn't that great of a battle. I don't know. I will say this. After Roode went up and tried to grab the bell and get himself disqualified, it started to build momentum again, and the match picked up in pace, only to fade again. Like I said, peaks and valleys in this match. Peaks and valleys. Roode won with a kind of a bit of a botch on the glorious DDT from the top rope. So, yeah, Bobby Roode retains NXT Championship. Hopefully this means that Shinsuke Nakamura is moving up to the main roster and they're not going to put him in a feud for the next 6 months with Bobby Roode. Hopefully he's moving up. I don't know. Hopefully Asuka's moving up too. I know Big Dude from whatever it is, Sanity, I think he's moving up. Chinese dude is moving up. Tyan, whatever his name is. So we'll see how many move up. Ty Dillinger's always on the short list as well. My overall feel of the show was that, damn, it had some good fucking matches. I mean, sure, the last one didn't set the place ablaze, and I thought it was going to be a riot when Team DIY was eliminated during their match, but storyline-wise, it was one of the better shows in the last month. It was a good show, good fucking show. Dare I say that it was a glorious one? I get that I got most of my picks right at least, and that helps with my overall temper and disposition going out of it, I suppose. That and the 5 bowls that I smoked during the duration of the show. You know, a bowl a match, unmatchable. Yeah, so good show overall. Here's my beef though. With all the takeover shows that we have, one every pay-per-view, it doesn't change up, one every pay-per-view. Even though Raw and SmackDown switch pay-per-views, it's one every pay-per-view for NXT Takeover. And then we get a Wednesday show every single Wednesday, not skipping a beat. How long does NXT Takeovers continue to steal pay-per-view weekends as far as content quality? How long until either they fall from grace and the stuff starts turning into shit, the matches and the quality? Or how long until NXT is sacrificed in the hopes of helping out the main roster pay-per-view? Or are they happy with the income of both? I mean, it is a business. After all, WWE has an organization to run. I'm not sure about that. What I do know is that NXT and 205 Live continue and hopefully always will be where the actual in-ring action is found. Who knows? Just like who knows when everybody will be moved up, and who knows when the new group will be introduced, and who knows who it'll be and who will be champion. But I do know this. I'll tune in. I'll continue watching. So yeah, that's been NXT TakeOver. Good show. That match between the Triple Threat Tag Team Division, Team DIY, Revival, Authors of Pain. That was a fucking match. But yeah, that's about all I have today. I'll be back probably Monday, mid-afternoon Monday with my Wrestlemania. I'm going to be on vacation next week. So yeah, hit me up on Twitter, Weed on Wrestling. You know all the normal spots. SoundCloud, Spreaker, iTunes, YouTube. Weed on Wrestling, you can find me. That's at Weed on Wrestling. What do you say? Let's get the fuck out of here, huh? Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. just hope that WWE didn't blow its wad with Takeover and that the whole show of WrestleMania is a letdown. Because you know it's going to be at least about 2 hours of suck. Because what do we have, like 5 hours of shit with the pre-show and everything? So it's going to be a long time to suck, but hopefully there's some good spots in there. I'm really looking forward to the Austin Aries Neville fight. Chris Jericho, Kevin Owens has my attention. I want Seth Rollins to beat Triple H, but I don't think it's going to happen. And then I'm going to be crushed when Roman Reigns beats The Undertaker. Fuck. That just got me sad thinking about that again. Oh well, time to go drown my sorrows in another bowl. Let's get the fuck out of here. I'll be back. Let's go with Monday afternoon. Yeah. You guys take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Get the fuck out of here. Peace.